Hello friends, welcome you all to the DSA playlist. In last two videos, we discussed many things about pointers and we also discussed how array and pointer work in a very similar manner. So in today's video, we will see the working of const keyword together with pointers, and after this, we will learn about what are function pointers, where do we use them, and many more. So let us start now. So here we have a variable a and pointer ptr, and ptr has the address of variable a. So if we want to modify the value of a with the help of ptr, then we can write like this: asterisk ptr equal to 20, and this will modify the value of a. So if we will print variable a, then we will get 20. You can see that we are getting 20 now. But we do not want pointer to modify value of variable a, even if pointer has address of a. So what we can do here? So we can do like this. We will write constant int star pointer name, and then we will give address of variable a. Okay, so what we are doing here, that when we write const int star, so a star is just for indicating that ptr2 is a pointer. Okay, and when we write const int, it means that pointer2 will not be able to modify value of variable a. Okay, so if we now try to modify value of variable a with the help of pointer2, so you can see that when we are trying to assign value of 20 to variable a with the help of pointer2, then we are getting a compilation error saying that assignment of read-only location. So by doing this, we are making address of a read-only. So if we are defining type of pointer like this, then this pointer will not be able to modify the value at the address which this is pointing to. Okay, so in a very similar manner, we can make any pointer constant also. Constant pointer means if we assign any address to pointer, for example here ptr, then ptr will not be able to take address of any other variable. Okay, so for this, what we can do, then we will write int star, but now we will write constant after asterisk. Okay, and if we give a pointer name, and we will assign variable of a. Okay, so what we are doing here, that we are declaring a constant pointer. Here we had constant before asterisk. Okay, so this is making address non-modifiable. It means that pointer will not be able to modify value present at address of a. But here we have constant after asterisk. So this means that this pointer will not be able to take others address. So currently this has address of variable a. So in future it will not be able to take any other variable's address. So if we declare a new variable with value 20, and if we try assigning address of variable b here, then this will give an comparison error. Okay, you can see it is saying assignment of read-only variable. It means that this pointer cannot take another variable's address once it has been assigned any variable's address. But what does this mean? If we write const int star const ptr4 equal to variable age address. Okay, so here what we are doing, that we are making address of a non-modifiable. Okay, it means that this pointer will not be able to modify value at this address. But at the same time, we are making this pointer for constant also. It means that this pointer will not be able to take any other variable's address. Okay, so you can see if we write a star ptr4 equal to different value, then we will get compilation error. See here, this is saying that assignment of read-only location. It means that we are trying to assign a value at read-only location. We can only read from that location, we cannot write. Okay, and if we try assigning different variables address, suppose address of variable b, then this time also we will get compilation error. See here, it is saying that assignment of read-only variable. It means that this pointer will not be able to take any other variable's address once it has been assigned an address. Okay, so these are some ways to enforce constantness on pointer and variables. So now let us look at function pointer. So any pointer which has address of a function is called function pointer. Okay, so unlike normal pointers which points to data, these pointers will point to executable code of any function. Okay, so here we have two functions. First one is add, so this will help us to add two numbers, and this will help us to subtract any two numbers. Okay, so what is the syntax for defining a function pointer? So first we write return type, then in a small bracket we write pointer name with an asterisk. So here star ptr. Okay, and then in another small bracket we write all the required parameters. Our return type is going to be int. We are writing here int. Then I will write asterisk ptr within a small bracket. Then I will give int comma int, and this equal to, I will give address of add function. Okay, change the name of this function pointer. So I renamed it as addition. Similarly, we can create another function pointer for subtraction also. So here we will write subtract, and let me change the name subtraction. Okay. So these are two function pointers. First function pointer, which is addition, point to the executable code of add function, while subtraction will point to executable code of subtract function. Okay. So now we will call add method with the help of function pointer, which is addition. Okay. So cout, and we are calling addition, and we are giving 2 and 3 as parameters. So let us see what is coming as output. You can see that this is giving us output after adding 2 and 3. So this is giving us 5. So similarly, we can call subtract method with the help of function pointer, which is subtraction, and this will give 1 as output after subtracting 2 from 3. Okay. So you can see that addition function pointer is calling add function, and that is returning 5, and subtraction function pointer is calling subtract method, and this is giving us output as 1. Okay. So we will now try to do something different. Okay. We will not call these two methods directly from within main method. Okay. So let me first create a new function. This will also return us an integer value, and let me name it as calculate. So we will receive two parameters, int a and int b, and here we are getting function pointer as an argument. So we will write int, and within bracket with this asterisk, function pointer name, which is fun, and we will also give parameters which function takes. Okay. So now we will call those two methods from here with the help of fun, and we will pass a comma b, and this will also return value for us from here. Okay. Let me remove these two lines, and now I will call calculate, then I will pass any two value from here, and in first case we will pass addition function pointer, and then we will call subtract method with the help of this calculate function, but here we will pass function pointer to subtract method, which is subtraction. Okay. So you can see that this calculate method is calling these two methods with the help of function pointer, which we have passed here as an argument. Okay. So for this line we got output as 5 after adding 2 and 3, and for this line we got output as -1 after subtracting 3 from 2. Okay. So this is simple use of function pointer. So you can see here I am defining two function pointers, first one for add method and second one for subtract method, and we are calling separately. Okay. So we can also create an array of function pointers, and syntax for that is first we write here return type, then we give array name, which is suppose array, and then we give here a square bracket, then we will write parameters, and after equal sign within curly bracket I will write add and then subtract. Okay. So what this will do, that this line will create an array of function pointers which will have address of these two methods. So if we will write array 0, then that would be the pointer for add method, and if we write array 1, then that would be function pointer for subtract method. So let us remove these two lines, and let me take an input from user. We will write here enter 1 for add and 2 for subtract. So if value is equal to 1, then we will call add method, which is array index 0. Okay. And then we will pass parameters 2 and 3. Similarly, let me write else case, that if value is not equal to 1, then we want to subtract. We will just change 0 to 1. So this will give us -1. Okay. Let me run this program. So I am giving here an input of value 1. So you can see that we are getting value 5 here because we have given an input which is equal to 1. Okay. So in this way we can create an array of function pointers also. So this is all about function pointers. So if you are finding the lessons interesting, please make sure that you hit like button and subscribe the channel. See you in next video.